The NASCAR world erupted after a heated on-track incident between Bubba Wallace and Carson Hocevar shocked fans everywhere. Tensions boiled over during intense racing moments, leaving drivers, teams, and viewers debating what really happened in that controversial clash. The incident occurred during a high-pressure race where every position mattered and drivers pushed their limits beyond comfort zones. Close racing conditions created the perfect storm for contact, leading to a moment that quickly turned aggressive and highly debated. Bubba Wallace appeared visibly frustrated after the contact, reacting emotionally as cameras captured his immediate response on track. His actions sparked instant reactions across pit road, with many questioning whether the response crossed competitive racing boundaries. Carson Hocevar, known for aggressive driving, was also caught in the spotlight following the clash that drew widespread attention. Many observers debated whether the contact was intentional, a racing mistake, or simply the result of intense competition pressure. Several drivers began speaking out after the race, sharing their opinions about the incident and how it unfolded. While some defended racing intensity, others criticized what they believed was an avoidable escalation during the competition. The racing community quickly divided, with fans and analysts debating accountability and sportsmanship across social media platforms. Clips of the incident spread rapidly, fueling discussions about driver behavior and the limits of aggressive racing. Some drivers emphasize that close racing often leads to contact, especially when stakes are high late in events. They argued that split-second decisions can appear worse in replays than they feel in real-time competition. Others, however, believe the reaction after the contact was the real issue, not just the initial incident itself. They highlighted the importance of maintaining control, even in emotionally charged moments during high-stakes racing situations. NASCAR officials reviewed the situation carefully, analyzing footage and data to understand exactly what led to the clash. Their role focused on ensuring safety standards while maintaining fairness across all competing drivers on the track. The discussion extended beyond just two drivers, touching on broader concerns about respect and responsibility in racing. Veteran drivers especially weighed in, offering insights based on years of experience handling similar high-pressure situations. Fans remained deeply engaged, with opinions split between defending competitive passion and calling for stricter discipline measures. Debates continued long after the race ended, showing how impactful the moment was across the NASCAR community. Analysts broke down the incident frame by frame, trying to determine intent versus unavoidable racing circumstances during that moment. Their breakdowns added depth to the discussion, but did not fully settle the divided opinions among viewers and insiders. The spotlight remained firmly on Bubba Wallace, whose reaction became the central talking point following the event. His competitive nature was evident, but reactions varied on whether the response aligned with professional expectations. Carson Hocevar also addressed the situation, sharing his perspective and explaining what he experienced during the intense moment. His comments added another layer to the story, highlighting how differently drivers can interpret the same incident. Teammates and crew members played a role in calming tensions, helping both sides move forward after the heated exchange. Their behind-the-scenes efforts often go unnoticed, but are crucial in maintaining professionalism within the sport. The incident raised questions about how far drivers should go when competing aggressively for positions on track. Finding the balance between intensity and control remains one of the biggest challenges in motorsport competition today. Many pointed out that NASCAR history includes numerous similar clashes that sparked debate and shaped racing culture over time. These moments often become defining points in drivers' careers and influence how they are perceived by fans. The conversation also touched on safety, as aggressive reactions can sometimes lead to dangerous situations on the track. Ensuring driver well-being remains a top priority for officials, teams, and the sport as a whole. Despite the controversy, both drivers continued focusing on upcoming races and improving their performance moving forward. Professional racing demands resilience, especially after moments that attract intense public and media scrutiny. Fans eagerly awaited the next race, wondering whether tensions would carry over or settle between the involved drivers. Such storylines often add excitement and unpredictability to future events within the NASCAR season. Media coverage remained intense, with headlines focusing on the clash and reactions from across the racing community. The story dominated discussions, showing how a single moment can capture widespread attention in motorsports. Experts emphasized learning from incidents, encouraging drivers to reflect and adapt their approach in future races. Growth and improvement are essential parts of maintaining long-term success in such a competitive environment. The rivalry angle began to emerge, with fans speculating whether this clash could spark ongoing competition between the two drivers. Rivalries have historically added excitement and narrative depth to the sport of NASCAR racing. Some drivers urged calm and perspective, reminding everyone that emotions run high during intense racing conditions. They stressed the importance of moving forward rather than escalating conflicts beyond the track. Others maintained that accountability matters, especially when actions could impact safety or fairness in competition. This balance between emotion and responsibility remains central to discussions following such incidents. The incident ultimately highlighted how passionate and competitive NASCAR drivers are when fighting for every position. That passion, while exciting, sometimes leads to moments that test the boundaries of sportsmanship. As the story evolved, attention slowly shifted towards upcoming races and how both drivers would respond on track. Performance often becomes the best way to move past controversy in professional motorsports. Fans continued debating, proving that moments like these keep the sport engaging and emotionally charged. Every viewer brought their own perspective, making the conversation even more dynamic and widespread. In the end, the clash served as a reminder of the intensity that defines NASCAR racing at its highest level. Moments like these shape narratives, fuel rivalries, and keep audiences deeply invested in every race. Whether seen as justified or excessive, the incident left a lasting impression on drivers, teams, and fans alike. The story continues as NASCAR moves forward with lessons learned and eyes on the next big race.